Let's go over part C and D in this video. We're still using the properties of log to expand a single log expression into as many log expressions as possible. First thing that you will do with this one is this. I want you to rewrite this cube square root as all that fraction getting raised to the half power. Remember that square root of u being anything inside, can be rewritten as u to the half power. So what I did first was I rewrote square root expression, because it used to be square root of the whole thing, as this whole entire fraction getting raised to the 1/2 power. Now if you take a look, we have three letters. We have three letters, X, Y, and Z. But if I can convince you, Y and Z have their exponent written, but X didn't. So can I go in and just stick in 1? Because this is X to the first power, right? Because the next step that I'm going to do is this. I'm going to multiply all these inside exponents, 1, 5, and 7, by that outside exponent of 1/2. Okay? So that is equal to natural log of X to the, if you multiply, now pay attention, 1 times half. Half of 1 is just half. So I'm going to go ahead and write down 1/2 for the power of X. And Y, if you multiply 5 times half, that's just going to be 5/2. So Y's new exponent is 5/2. And I go to the bottom of the fraction. Z used to have a power of 7, but if you multiply 7 times half, that's going to be 7/2. And I'm done with taking care of that half power. What I will do is I will separate them out now. The only natural log expression that will have a negative sign in front is Z, because you see Z is the only one in the bottom of the fraction, right? So look, I'm going to do natural log of X to the 1/2 power plus natural log of Y to the 5/2 power. But the Z will have a negative in front of it because Z was in the bottom of the fraction, must be dividing. So minus natural log of Z to the 7/2 power. And lastly, all you need to do is just bring these exponents down in front of your natural log, and that will be it. Let's go ahead and write our final answer then. So the first term will be half natural log of X plus 5/2 natural log of Y minus 7/2 natural log of Z. So that is how you can do this problem. All right, let's do one more. Part D. Okay. I see there is a cube root over the numerators only. So you see how X to the 7th power and Y is under cube root? So, but that cube root does not extend down to Z squared. So what I will do is this. I'll go ahead and rewrite this as log base 2 of X to the 7th, and Y is getting raised to the what power, do you think? 1/3 power. So I rewrote something under cube root can be written as that U raised to the 1/3 power. So we're using that rule to change the numerator. But Z was not under cube root, so Z will just still have its original power of 2. Okay? Now, take a look. Inside that parenthesis, X is raised to the 7th power, but Y is getting raised to the 1st power, right? Because there wasn't exponent written. So what I will now do is I'll multiply the 7 and 1 by this outside exponent of 1/3. Okay? Ready? So this will be log base 2 of 7 raised to the, now look, we're going to multiply. 7 times 1/3 is 7/3. 7/3. Y is getting raised to 1 times 1/3 is 1/3. 1/3. And Z, you don't multiply that 1/3 to this 2 because Z was not under the cube root. Okay? Alrighty, we're doing good. Now I'm going to go ahead and just separate these into 3 log base 2 expressions. First of all, log base 2, x to the 7/3 power, plus log base 2, y to the 1/3 power. But notice how z is in the bottom of the fraction. So we're going to say minus log base 2 z squared. So z is the only one. That last log is the only one that has a negative in front of it. Okay. Now, lastly, we're almost done. Let's bring these exponents down in front of our log expression, so they are all coming down, and that will be our final answer. So let's write it down. So this is 7/3 log base 2 of x plus 1/3 log base 2 of y minus 2 times log base 2 of z. So that is how you can expand a single logarithmic expression into 3 separate using all these properties that we talked about. All right, I'm going to stop this video here and I will come back and record part E and F.